Hi guys, I'm Nagadir-chan, and welcome to my reaction for Classroom of the Elite episode 8. So previous episode was kind of hilarious little mission. Not many important things happened or story progression. It was just kind of fun stuff. Like there were tiny little bits, but not that much. But it was still pretty hilarious, not gonna lie. But we have the problem of the boss of those dudes who were trying to accuse Sudo. But because of Kiyotaka and the girl, they kind of retract it. And seems like the dude knows that the girl was behind it, so he set his eyes on her. And that might be a problem. Also, the girl was talking with the teacher, and I don't know, she was talking kind of weirdly. So that's why the girl, I forgot her name, was kind of asking Kiyotaka like if he has something to tell about himself or whatever. Yeah, that was very weird. I don't know what the teacher is doing because it felt like on purpose, very on purpose. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to start it to see if they will pick the problems and what the boss of the dudes will be doing and what kind of danger that might be. Yeah, so starting it right now. Abandon all hope, yeah, who enter here. Oh, that's a very famous line from La Divina Commedia Dante, or Divine Comedy. If I'm not mistaken, never read it though. I need to. Is this some kind of play? It is. Very nice. Oh, it's a story about Icarus. Very well known story. Yep, arrogance. It's a story about arrogance. Nobody's visiting it, that's sad. Oh, interesting. Really? 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 You have no idea? That must be someone he knows, otherwise why would be doing that? They would be doing that. But at least he's kinda safe in the school. A nice stage play. Seems like he's staying on the ground. She thinks he's a problem. Intriguing, why? Intriguing. Does she have something out of it? Why they're doing this? Why is she doing this? What does she have in this? That's weird. Why are you pushing him so much? Yeah, teachers should be protecting their students. That's weird. Ultimatum? Why though? Who's that person who wants him to be expelled? That must be someone who knows him. Someone Kiyotaka knows. And there are some people, but not many, said. I mean, nobody would like to be manipulated. Okay, I guess this lady has a lot behind her, apparently. Weird. That was very weird. Contradictory. Oh. On the ship? Are they? I mean, how they're cruise ship, they're called. It was very weird. Someone is trying to get him expelled. The lady wants him to, like, the class to reach the A rank. Maybe she has something out of it. Like, if her class, because it's her class, if her class is reaching the A position, like the best position, maybe she's having some kind of bonuses out of it. Or like better rep or something. Probably, right? Because if you're constantly getting bad classes, everyone probably talks about it that you suck as a teacher. Maybe that's why she wants, and she saw potential in him, so she's trying to push him into it. But it's very weird. And because apparently someone is trying to get him expelled, I mean, she might be lying, right? To make him feel like he is in this ultimatum. But yeah, we don't know how much power does she have, if she can really do that. I don't know if Kiyotaka knows how much power does she have, if she can really do that, if she's not lying. That would, you would need a lot of kind of work around to figure that out. Investigation. Yeah, that's what I want to say. A lot of it. So they're on a cruise ship. Pretty nice one though. Damn. Very rich. Fun. Wood. For sure. It probably is, yeah. He is on the verge of tears. Very generous. Damn. Damn, look at it. Wow. This must cost freak ton of money. Of course, would not expect anything less. So it was the performance in there. It's very sad that not many people were going there. Very sad. Yeah, how lucky you are to be in this school. Are you sure about that? It's very daring. But still, it depends if she wants to try. Don't push her into it. You know, never push people. But this swimsuit is very nice. Even this. Of course, guys are like, nice. Very nice. Okay, good luck with that. I mean, it's better doing that, regretting that for sure. Even if she just outright, you know, says no, it's better than regretting. He's nervous. I like his shirt. Come on, push it out. Okay, he wasn't able to do. We are going to regret that. He's so nervous. I mean, yeah, it's kinda hard at his age to do these kind of things. Okay, someone is having a breakdown. Yeah. So interested. Chill! Oh yeah, Suzune. Horikita Suzune. Like a bell. At least Suzu is bell, I think, in Japanese, so I need to remember that. Maybe I will remember her name then. I'm not sure if this will work, sir. It's like, what the frick? He does not understand. I feel you, Kiyotaka. I did not understand some of these things when I was young too. Damn, someone is a show-off. Are you narcissistic? I guess he is. Nobody normal would look into the mirror like that. Okay, we found a narcissist. I hope not. would feel nervous in such a fancy restaurant. That's a cheese and something? I think? Not exactly sure, I don't speak French. Yeah, your problem with that? Well, Sudo, calm down, calm down. You're going to play right into what they are having their opinion on. Stop it. Hamburgers are good, especially if we are doing homemade ones. Yeah. Okay, someone with the brains in their head. Okay. I mean, he's kinda right. Chill, dude. Yeah, you're playing right into these rumors. Chill down. Chill. I know some people have problem with anger, but you need to chill. You need to work on that, because people will be talking like this. I know it's hard to live it through things like this. He's smart. He's smart. He turned it completely around. And basically called him out. Massage? I would need one for sure. Hmm. So they're discussing. Because he's just kind of like in the background of everything. Sneakily. He's trying to not stood out, but he is close to many things happening, which is weird if you are like, do not know him. It would be suspicious. So, do we know that man? Do you know that man? Relative? Okay. 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 Just denied. Maybe he's not interested. Maybe he's genuine. He just wants a friend to hang out. Hmm. Oh. Someone wants help. I think this is exactly what he did not want. People asking him for help. Yeah, you should. Does he look like he cares? He doesn't care. Is that something to brag about? I guess for him it is indeed. Yeah, narcissist. Absolutely, I'm gonna stop it here, sorry. At a school, all students must stay in on-campus housing and are forbidden to leave campus except for certain special occasions. Additionally, contact with all outsiders is forbidden, including family and guardians. Oh, so basically you are in closed off environment. Wow, you cannot talk with your family, guardians, friends, nobody. You can't even leave the campus. Damn, this is like a prison, not gonna lie. I mean, there is like a lot of things. It's a huge campus, and there is plenty of things to do, but still. Yeah, it's basically like town in a town, but wow. I mean, some people would not mind, right? Some people can survive it, but for some people, this would be like extremely hard. I mean, I guess they just want them to kinda not be bothered by their family and outside influence from their family and this kind of thing. I guess, I mean, from outside, basically. Because everything in the campus is extremely limited, right? They can only, like, do certain things. I don't even... do they have, like, a limited internet connection and, like, webs and things they can only look on? Now I don't remember. Maybe it's like that. Damn. Yeah, so continuing right now. Jesus. That seems harsh. A little. Someone who really loves their body. Really. I mean, it's not a bad body, but the character... You know, if your character is shitty, I kinda do not care. I do not care. Yeah, maybe. A boarding house. How much they do have this school? Hmm. Oh, the boss dude. Really? I mean, they told them, the people under him. Sir, you're kinda going too much close. Understand? We don't care. Red. Mm-hmm, okay. A friendly threat. Okay. She has some kind of problem with him. Dude, you're so touchy. Chill with that. Only now? Because it seems that's his, like, character stuff. Yeah, I mean, he has his personal bodyguard here. I guess? Does he look like he gives a shit? I guess so. So, is this like her girl? His girl. His girl. Come on, man. Okay. What about the respect? At least a little. He was just upset about his way. Well, I'm sorry that we are carrying. It's another problem, but still. We'll see about that. Okay, and this. Making moves, huh? Who? Who do you want to check? Was that queen or king? I wasn't looking properly, goddamn. Oh. Oh. With him? She wants to go out with him? Seems like she really likes him if it is him, but she's super nervous around him, so. Right now. Yeah, maybe she likes him. I mean, because he's so different from other people around her. He's just so good and chill. Makes sense. I mean, he said that if she wants to help with something. So, what does she want? Oh my god, you. And now she's suddenly going. She doesn't like her. I guess she kinda subconsciously feels her. Maybe she's feeling something from her, like her true self. Something about her is iffy. Even I knew. Yeah, so different. She can hide it pretty well. Both of them ditching her. I was getting here because of the girl, but she left, so like, I have no reason to be here. Sorry. Okay. What? We're getting serious suddenly. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. The way you acted, the way you are acting now. I had to trust you, you know? Go visit your friends. You have plenty. Maybe you what? His face. What do you mean? Was she genuine? Hard to tell. Very hard to tell. But it kind of felt a little genuine. Okay. Okay. Significant scenery. Okay. Yeah, what the heck? What do you mean significant? Island. He's so chill. Yeah, everything back how it used to be. Yeah. I mean, it's a very nice island. Pretty green, I like it. So why are they going here? Okay. Okay, something is happening, huh? Studying? Or just reading? Well, interesting. No personal belongings, no IDs. What is this? Battle Royale? Like the movie or the book or the manga? Okay. One of us. One of them, illness. Interesting. special test. I guess it has something to do with the island. Oh. Survival stuff? Something like that? Makes sense. On abandoned island. I mean, it's actually kind of good test. Because this is an extreme environment, extreme conditions, right? For quite a long time. So it will test if your group is good enough, right? To survive, or to lose, to not be able to kind of go through this. That's actually a good team test, right? I do really like it. Extreme, not gonna lie, very extreme test, but it will definitely help for like everyone involved to see their kind of strengths and weaknesses in this test. Yeah, for sure. Because if they are just going to be thrown in without anything, it will definitely... Yeah, I'm intrigued. I love survival games. I'm excited. There's probably going to be a lot of mind games too. I freaking love survival games. I mean, survival, I like that show. Or how is it called? I mean, like the older ones. Older ones were the best ones. That was pretty cool. Okay, now it was this girl. Okay, so this is for episode next one. Okay, this was intriguing, very intriguing. So we saw a little bit more of some other characters. There are certain people kind of moving to some kind of stuff, right? Like that one girl from other class. The boss is moving. He's threatening Suzune or Suzu. Yeah, which might not look very good for her. There is this thing between a glasses girl and a friendly girl. At least glasses girl did not like friendly girl. I think we saw it a few times already. Maybe she like sensed something is off with her, even though like she doesn't like strangers, but still. I feel like something about the freaking friendly girl is just... I sense it from the first time she appeared. She was kind of weird and I did not like it. I did not trust her, so like girl who is extremely cautious about people around her probably would subconsciously sense it from her. Yeah. And there was like this weird moment between her and Kyotaka. I don't know what she wanted to tell him, but it felt very genuine. Intriguing. And then the stuff at the start with the teacher. Weird. Like now he's kind of thrown in this and kind of threatened that he would not like, he would get kicked out of the school. Yeah, I mean, why he went into this school in the first place? Was he going there willingly, or someone like said that he should go to this school, or like what's going on? I want to know more about him. And yeah, like when that dude got to him and asked him for help, I feel like that's exactly what Kiyotaka did not want to happen. Because people, despite his like trying to push responsibility to the Suzu girl, Suzune, people still see that he's kinda involved, maybe a little, just a tiny little. And he seems like a responsible guy. So yeah, like he probably doesn't really want to be annoyed. But like all of the people wanting help from him, right? Yeah, that would definitely get tiring. I would definitely understand. Maybe, now when I'm thinking about it, maybe he went specifically to the school because nobody from outside world can contact them. They cannot be in contact with people from outside world. So maybe that was it, that he kind of doesn't want to be bothered with someone. Maybe someone from his family or something like that. That would also make sense. We'll see. But the survival stuff. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love survival stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it will definitely... we will definitely see how these groups can work together. I don't know like exactly how this surviving on the island would be, but extreme situations kinda show the character the most. So that's probably going to be very exciting. Because like you can be saying shit and like you can be sounding very cool, very intelligent and this kind of thing. But the moment like it would be about your life or you would need to survive, it might be thrown away immediately, because from in that moment you might be going just for your own survival. But this is a group effort. Yeah. And some people might be very bad at surviving and might disrupt things. Some people might be very good at it. It just depends if they would be able to, as a group, function well together. Yeah, and I'm intrigued about how that would be with other groups, if they are going to be kind of like fighting against each other or something like that. Not just like survival on an island. That probably would not be that hard. Come on. If you read some books and if you watch some stuff, it can't be that hard, right? I mean, if you have at least a tiny little bit of knowledge, there is an ocean, there are probably some stuff you can eat, you can catch. Yeah, that cannot be that hard. There might be water, plenty of greenery, plenty of trees, you might be able to like construct something. So yeah, that probably would not be such a problem, even like making a fire and such. But if they are going to be kind of fighting against each other, yeah, I'm more concerned about that than just like surviving. If they are going to have like some small tests or fights or whatever they are planning for them. Okay, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm loving this school. I'm loving this school. Damn, throwing these kids in such a real life scenarios. Wow, taking care of themselves. Because a lot of children would fucking need it. Right? Yep. Some of the spoiled brats would need a school of life. For sure. So, I really love this idea. And I'm intrigued. Very intrigued how this will be playing out. And this episode is basically a setup. Like huge setup, and it set up quite a lot of things. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give this episode 7.5 out of 10. Just because it's set up. But I really like it. And I can't really wait for the next episode. Yep. So, I guess that's all. Goodbye and see you next time.